Hey author, Nicole Donahoe here, author and publishing coach. There are a lot of questions that I get from authors about how I did certain things in the process. So I just thought that I'd put together this author toolbox that has different things that will help you in your author journey. I actually had one of the authors that I helped on their journey contact me yesterday and say, "Hey, how do I do that copyright thing again?" That's okay. I'm glad you asked because I've been meaning to make a video. So, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to eservice.eoc.loc.gov. I'll put the website in the description below so that you can easily click on it and create your account. Before we jump into any of this, I just want you to know this is my personal experience as an author. I am not a lawyer, so if you have any questions from a legal standpoint, please go speak with a lawyer and get legal counsel. I am simply walking you through how I managed to go through the website. You'll notice this is for the United States Copyright Office. I'm not sure how copyright is taken care of everywhere else in the world, but this is how you do it here. Once you get your account created, you'll see a screen something like this. Again, I am going to advise, go seek legal counsel if you're confused about any of this. If you have any questions, I am not a lawyer. I'm just showing you how I, as an author, went through and registered my work. So the first thing is you'll click on Standard Application, if that's what you're seeking. Read through everything here to see if it aligns with what you're trying to register. And then you're going to start your registration. Okay, for my particular work, it's going to be a literary work. There's other options that you can choose from in there. And then after I read through everything here, just to make sure, I will have to check the box to confirm, okay? Then you're gonna go through each of the steps that it asks you. So first thing it's going to ask you for is your title. You're gonna click on New, say that this is the title of the work being registered in my case, because it's one manuscript. And then what is the title of the work? I would put that there. Next, after you hit continue, it would take you to publication completion. It's going to ask you when or if this work has been published before. Typically, I recommend that authors get their copyright information taken care of and registration taken care of before they publish. So usually it's going to be a no. But if you already published it, then of course you have to say yes. But if no, when did you finish the book? It's going to ask you year of completion. So you would put that information in there. Then you'll hit continue. I'm just going through the sidebar over here because I'm not actually registering something right now. So I don't want to put in all the information. But once you hit continue and you'll go to authors, here's something that I like to point out for my children's book authors, because typically you're doing the words and you have somebody else doing illustrations, or you might be doing both. One thing is you'll start seeing this add me button. When you hit add me, it is going to put whatever information you created for your account in that particular area. If not, you'll just have to hit the new button and enter all the information. So this is something I want to show you. Let's say I'm entering my information as the author of the book. I'm going to put my first name, my last name. Hey friend, real quick, as I was editing, I noticed that I forgot to click yes or no on the work for hire. Just to help you out, because this was something that confused me when I first started going through it, you'll always want to put yes or no. So did you hire somebody to do the work or no? Typically, when I'm working on my children's books, I'm going to put no, I didn't hire somebody to do the text, and yes, I hired somebody to do the artwork. In that case, you will want to have two authors listed. Both of them will be you, but then you'll have one for the text and one for the artwork. One will say not a work for hire. The other one will say yes, a work for hire. So I just wanted to jump in real quick and correct that so you're aware. I'm going to put where I live. Okay, and then when you hit save on this screen, which I am going to hit because I have to show you, you're going to select a couple things here. So typically on my children's books, sometimes I'll do the illustrations, but sometimes I will hire somebody, in which case I would say that I did the text, I would save it, and then I would add another one. Again, I'm going to list myself, but this time it was a work made for hire. What this means is I, Nicole Donahoe, hired somebody to do my illustrations. Yep. I'm not sure why my computer's being silly, but okay. Okay, so now when I hit save, I'm going to hit artwork. So the artwork was a made for hire. So what you'll see then is down here, I'll be listed twice. So you would have your full name. I just put my initials just for the sake of this tutorial, but you would have your name here. One would say no, so there would be nothing here, and that's for your text. And then one would say your name, but then say yes for the illustrations, and you'd select artwork. Now, something else to keep in mind is if you did both the text and the artwork, then you would check both and you would not say that it was a work made for hire. If you hired somebody to write the story, let's say you hired a ghostwriter, and you hired an illustrator, then you would say that like, hey, this is my name. And yes, it was a work for hire. And then you would check text and you would check artwork, but you're always going to put your name down as the person that is the author of it if you paid somebody else to do it and you now have the rights for the copyright on it. Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, please seek legal advice if it does not make sense. This is a simple tutorial that I'm walking you through. Next, you're going to say who is going to be the claimant on it. Again, the nice easy add me button puts all your information in there that you've already put. But if not, you're going to want to make sure that your name is here as the person who is filing the claim. This is where they're going to be sending the information. So I am claiming this. This is my book. I'm registering my book. That's what you got there. The limitation of a claim. You'll want to read through all of this. If there is something that's featured in your book that already has a existing copyright on it, you need to read through this page. You need to seek legal advice and find out what needs to be excluded from it. So if you used artwork from another book and you featured it in your book and you talked about it, you need to say you don't own the copyright on that, and they need to know exactly what it is, where it's at. Then you go into the rights and permission. So for rights and permission, this is going to be who do they contact if they want to use something from your work. So if somebody wants to quote something in your book, who are they going to contact? That's where you put this information. The correspondent is who the copyright office needs to contact if they have any questions about what you registered on here. Again, this nice little add me button puts all your information and you can correct anything that you need to correct on there. And then next, you're going to do where are they going to mail the certificate? Fill out your information. Again, the add me button's there for simplification. Is there any special handling that they need to know about? Usually I just hit continue. There's not anything special or expedited that I'm going to do, but you might want to read through this because there could be something that you need expedited. I don't know. And then lastly, you're going to certify that you are the author, the copyright claimant, or the owner who has exclusive rights. So this is all the stuff that you need to read through. As you can see, there's a big old fine if you are not the one who owns it and you're trying to register it. Very dangerous. Don't do that kind of stuff. Again, like I said, if you have any questions, seek legal advice. All right, this is just a tutorial of me as an author walking you through how to register your copyright. And then lastly, you are going to review your submission and have all the information on there. I hope this has been helpful. I know that when I first started my author journey, back in 2007, I had no idea about copyright and stuff like that. So I was completely reliant on whatever publishers I was using and whether or not they did a copyright on it. So what I would encourage you to do is go to the official site, create an account, register your work. That way you have peace of mind and you know that your work is protected. And again, as I said throughout the video, seek legal counsel if you have any questions on what your rights are and how your work is protected and who it's protected from. I hope this video tutorial was helpful. If it was, like the video so I know that it helped you. Subscribe to the channel so that you can see more lessons and tutorials on what I've done as an author and also writing tips, publishing tips that will help you accelerate your journey. Have an amazing day. See you next time.